Looking to make an impact and compete for Paul Rothrock for that position on the left-hand side. And late runner into the box.
Brian Spencer said a very good game, and late on it was Rosario who helped them complete the double. The ball played in behind. Peck 1-on-1 scores. Defense-splitting pass from Marco Reus, and it's clinical from Gabriel Peck. Galaxy lead.
So when he drops in a little bit deeper, it gets the center backs, gets defenders into a false sense of security. Do we step with him? Do we not? And then the cleverness, the timing of the run off the ball from Gabriel Peck. Jackson Reagan gets caught drifting to follow the runner, and then the weight of the pass, the accuracy of the pass, it's line splitting. And such a calm and collected finish from Gabriel Peck to put his side up 1-0 on the road.
I mean, they pretty much drew that up how they wanted. Take some sting out of the game, find some possession. They've got 3 quality guys up front that on one mistake, they made us pay. I'm sure Greg's extremely happy, should be. It's a big win for them. It's a bummer about Musovski. They're checking him for concussion, and he lost a tooth. It was a pretty violent challenge, but he's in on goal. Markowski's like 16 yards out of the box, and he can't get it between his legs, or he can't find the back of the net. It's 1-0, changes the game. We talked about scoring the first goal against this team. Maybe, they're thinking about their flight back to L.A. Instead, they get the first goal. They're all of a sudden full of confidence because, the starting group that I put out there with fresh legs, the intention of fresh legs and faith in the squad, did that upset the rhythm? Maybe. Bringing Albert on when he wasn't quite ready to go. Jordan was doing really good on the right. So when I moved Jesus up there to be kind of a false 9, I wanted Jordan to stay there because I think that could be his position for the future. I'm trying to find, trying to find some consistency. But obviously the changes I made didn't work. And so I got to own that, and we lost. And deservedly, the Galaxy, they deserved winners. And the MRI shows that he has a slight muscle strain in his hamstring.
So he'll be out for a minute then, or why is that?
Well,
the break, yeah.
Again, he's going to be listed as questionable for the LAFC game, yes. We didn't play up to our standards. Again, did I make too many changes? Should I have, started the same group and then made changes as the game unfolded? Those will be the reflections that I take. And, we'll see if I can come up with a good lineup for LAFC.
Miles, go ahead.
Brian, it is your job to put the players in the best position you think they are, but is there something to be said in terms of the players themselves, the effort, and then kind of winning the duels and those kind of things? Was that lacking a little bit today?
Have you seen the stats? Because duels are my favorite stats, and I haven't looked at the stats yet because I'm not in the right mood. But that's what I said into the locker room. I felt like the Galaxy won more duels than we did. And I'll be keen to see how that bears out. They were picking up second balls, and look, they've been on the road for a week. It looked like in some moments they had fresher legs. Our team kind of struggles sometimes when we run up against teams where the game kind of goes like this. We're a little rushed. We don't establish possession. We lose the ball, we defend. And then we win the ball back. Somebody has a sloppy touch. We got to chase the ball again. Then we go again, we win it again. Again, we're rushed, or somebody, misses a pass, or some technical breakdown, or, we're not in a good possession shape with our team, so we can't counter-press, which is what I think a lot of times happened tonight. And that gave the Galaxy life. We allowed them to breathe, and we had to chase the game. And so, You know, I think that had something to do with them looking a little fresher than us.
All right, we'll stay on this side of the room and then come around to Nico next. Go ahead.
Coach, first start tonight for Peter Kingston. How did you want him to slot in tactically, and how do you think he filled that role?
He did okay, but I think after the first goal, he got a little gun shy because Paintsel was on that side. Look, that is a tough, matchup for any player. Paintsel's extremely good, so I think the kid did well. But in the last couple of games, I think Kalani has been a little more, aggressive, and he gets up and down the field a little bit more. He showed that when he came on in the second half. But Peter is a game kid. We love him. There's a lot of good starting points for the kid. So, overall, I'll watch the film for the tactical view. But, the kid puts everything into the game.